Hi kids, so welcome to science class with Miss Gloria. For the past few weeks, we'll be talking about plants and the parts of plants. This week, our topic will be the parts of plants we eat. And for this lesson, we're learning to recognize the parts of plants we eat and also to mention examples of food items that belong to these parts of plants. Last night, I had a very sumptuous plate of pounded yam with stew and ewedu soup for dinner. On that my plate of pounded yam with stew and ewedu soup, I was able to identify food items that belong to different parts of plants. The pounded yam, for instance, was gotten from yam. And I realized that the yam is actually the roots of a plant. The ewedu soup was gotten from leaves. And then the stew was made from tomatoes, onions, and pepper. Tomatoes happens to be the fruit of a plant. So also is pepper. And then the onion happens to be the stem of a plant. Now let's look at the parts of the plant and then see what examples of food items we can find from those parts of the plants. The first part we're going to be talking about is the fruits. A lot of you will say fruits are really sumptuous, right? Fruits are that edible part of plants, that is the eatable part of plants that contains the seed of the plant. It either has the seed in them or on them. Examples are fruits like the strawberry, the tomato, the apple, the orange, the cucumber. You could also mention a whole lot more from the variety of fruit you eat. Now let's look at the other part. The other part is the roots. There are various things we eat that are gotten from the roots of the plant. Examples are the yam. Like I told you, my pounded yam was gotten from the yam. You also have the radish. You have the carrots. You have the turmeric and several other examples. Let's go over to the stem. For the stem, we have examples like the sugarcane, the onion, the garlic, the cabbage, and several other food items. The next one will surprise you. Another part of plants we eat is the flower. I know some of you will say, do we get to eat flowers? Yes. Have you eaten broccoli before? Have you had chamomile tea before? Or have you seen cauliflower before? All of these are examples of flowers of plants that we eat. There is also the Jerusalem artichoke. Maybe you should ask your mothers what flowers you eat. And then let's go on to the next part. The leaves. We've all had spinach before. We've all had lettuce before. We've all had basil leaves in our diets before. All of these things are leaves. Apparently, the leaves are one of the most common parts of plants we eat. How about identifying some from what you've eaten, say, between yesterday and today? What part of plants that are leaves can you identify? The seeds. The seeds most of the time form the main meals or the main dishes or our main diets. You have examples of seeds like the beans, the corn, the green peas, and you have those that are nuts like the groundnuts and the cashew nuts. Even seeds of plants like the sunflower are edible. Yes, you can eat them. Now, all of these food items can be eaten in one form or the other. You can have them like garnishings, like your fruit salad and also your vegetable salad. You could have them and take them as medicine. You remember I said we take the seeds of sunflowers? They are very medicinal. Some leaves are also medicinal, like the leaves of the neem tree. They are used for medicinal purposes. Some other parts are used in soup, like the melon seed, which we all know as the egusi seed. It's used to make the egusi soup. Also, you can have them as tea. You remember the flower I called the chamomile? Yes, the chamomile flower is actually used to make chamomile tea. Now, can you think of other ways in which parts of plants are used to make food that we eat? That would be nice. Now, I want you to do something. After now, whatever your next meal is going to be, take a very good look at your plate and then try to classify everything in your plate into the part of plants they were gotten from. And until our next class, stay strong and stay safe. See you all.